Hi Libra, welcome to August. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your August TarotScope. And first I want to create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for those who have ordered readings. I appreciate your support. So we're coming, this month we have two eclipses. One, a full moon eclipse in Aquarius, which is favorable to your sign. And that's happening on August 7th. And then a full moon eclipse, or a new moon eclipse, happening on August 21st. And that will be in Leo, and that's a very powerful time for new beginnings. So the full moons are usually a time of closure, a time of culmination. And that's happening in your fifth house. So you might be finishing up a creative project. You might be finishing up something that involves children, or some kind of, it can even be a romance. You might be coming to maybe you've been dating someone and thinking of taking it to the next level. Or you could be deciding that someone's just not right for you and you're ending something. Whatever it is, it's a culmination. And the eclipses sometimes eclipse people from our lives, or eclipse situations from our lives. So you might decide, like, yeah, you know what, this isn't doing this for me. This isn't working anymore. So I need to clear out what's no longer working. And then it's preparing you for the new moon in Leo, which is happening on the 21st, for new beginnings. Like, what direction do I want to go in to achieve a dream? Because your 5th and 11th houses are activated at this time. 5th is the house of creativity, self-expression, children, creative projects, romance, fun. What am I doing that's fun? Have I been working too hard and not having enough fun? And then 11, the 11th house has to do with hopes, dreams, friendships. You might be forming new friendships, joining new groups. It could also influence the money that you make from your career. So there's a lot of, it's like you're working toward a dream, and you're trying to find your soul path, and you're trying to find out, okay, am I on the right path? How is this serving me? Am I happy? Am I having fun? Because it's not enough to just do the work if you don't enjoy it. You have to enjoy what you do. It has to speak to who you are. So these are the issues that you're going to be dealing with in August. And also we have Mercury going retrograde. And Mercury retrograde, you may revisit some things from the past. You may reconnect with friendships from the past, or old romances, old loves. You may be revisiting a creative project that you put on the back burner, and now you're going to work on it again, or bring it out of the closet and say, okay, maybe I should try this. I've tried it in the past, it didn't work, but maybe this time it can. So with Mercury retrograde, we have a lot of planets retrograding. Saturn, Uranus, what else? Let me see. Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus are retrograding in addition to Mercury. So that's why people have been feeling, you know, like, I just can't get anything started. It's really a time to rethink, reset, redo when Mercury retrogrades. So although the new moon means a good time for beginnings, it's really, you should prepare during the Mercury retrograde and then launch anything. If you have some new ideas about a new dream or a new direction that you want to go in, do all your research work, check all your information, get everything all ready, and maybe act in the middle of September when Mercury goes direct, or after Mercury goes direct and comes out of its shadow. That would be a better time to launch than during the retrograde period. So, but nevertheless, eclipses are major turning points in situations where, you know, sudden realizations, sudden endings, sudden new beginnings, especially since the new moon eclipse is also being influenced by Uranus. So that's the freedom planet. So you might be freed from a relationship, or you may be just having a new way of dealing with relationships. Just have some kind of revelation, sudden revelation about relationships. Uranus is going to break you out of your comfort zone at this time. And you have the power, really basically what this new moon eclipse is saying to everyone, and it's going to operate in different areas depending on your chart. It's saying that we have to be our authentic selves. We have to do work that speaks to our soul, that feeds our soul. It's not enough to be, you know, the rat on the treadmill doing things that don't mean anything. We have to break out of the rut and start to express, shine our light in the world. Whatever your special gift is, this is a great time to find it out, because the North Node is also connected to the eclipse, and the North Node is the path of karma, the path of destiny, what you came to this, what we came to do in this life as a group, because this is not your specific North Node, this is the group North Node, the society's North Node. So, you know, what are we here as a community, as a global family? What are we here to do? We're here to celebrate our uniqueness. We're here to celebrate our special gifts and our special light that we join together to make the world a better place, to bring harmony and fun to life. You know, we've been struggling through a lot of changes. This is an opening, a portal of a time for celebration, a time for newness, to break out of the prison of fear and restriction. So anyway, now that I've said that, let's see what your cards say. What does Libra need to know about love and relationships for the month of August? What does Libra need to know about love and relationships for the month of August? I'm using the Rider-Waite deck in case anyone's interested. This is the first deck that I've ever owned that was gifted to me by my father. 3 of Cups, Queen of Swords, 9 of Wands, the Moon, the Star, the 6 of Wands, the Judgment, the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so you start the month off with celebration. The 3 of Cups is a card of, it can represent a birth, it could represent engagement, it could represent parties. Basically it means that you're having it's a celebration. It's feeling that you are supported, that you're surrounded by people who really care about you and want to see you succeed. So there could be something exciting happening for you in the month of August. You're crossed by the Queen of Swords. So this is telling me there's another energy here. If it's a person, it could be someone, maybe an authority figure, someone older than you, that can be a little bit critical or a little bit distant, hard to reach. It's because this person has been through a lot of sorrow and a lot of heartache and betrayal in their life. And so it's like they don't trust people, or they're afraid to get close to people. So it could be that this is someone in your life that you're dealing with, someone that you're finding hard to get through to. Or it could also be, because the Queen of Swords can be an air sign, it could be someone it could be you, that maybe you've been a little bit too distant, or maybe you've been keeping people at a distance, putting up a wall of don't come too close. So you might be breaking out of that during the month of August. Maybe you're realizing, you know, I'm keeping people away because of my attitude. Because there's so much love around you, and there's so much that can be yours. You have the potential to fulfill a dream in the month of August, to have a wish fulfilled, because you have the Star here. So you just have to claim it. You have to not be afraid to claim what you're wanting. Go after what you want. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to let love in during the month of August. So it could be that you're in a relationship and maybe you're thinking about commitment or taking it to a next level, and a part of you is afraid of it. And if not, then just embrace it. Just celebrate. Celebrate the love that's around you. In the past, you have the 9 of Wands and the Moon. So the 9 of Wands is about having to defend yourself against attack. It's like you've been very defensive, or you've had to stand up for something that you believe in, and also you've been working toward a goal, and it just feels like you're not. In the past, it felt like you're just working towards something and you're not achieving it. The Nine of Wands is a card that says don't give up. You're this close to victory. Just keep trying. Don't give up. Even though you feel like you've been beaten down by life, just keep pushing. You're going to get there. And there could be, with the moon, there could sometimes be deception or reading things in the wrong way. Like your imagination is working overtime. Sometimes the moon could represent dealing with someone who has a drinking or alcohol problem or mental issues. Sometimes, but most of the times, or you're worried about deception. Is someone deceiving me? Is someone being honest with me? Can I trust this person? Can I trust this situation? With the moon, though, you have to be careful that you're not imagining things that aren't there. Because the moon, you have a very creative imagination, and you might be being a little bit paranoid in the past. But that is ending, because this situation is passing. It has influenced you, but it's passing. So if you've gone through some kind of confusion, or you feel like that you don't have enough information to make a decision, that's going to be passing. Any kind of feelings of deception or confusion, or where you're imagining all these potential things that could go wrong, that's passing. And you have the star in the future. The star is a card of hope. So there are spiritual forces around you that are guiding you, and you should trust that. So trust your inner guidance. If you feel like you're being called to move in a certain direction, go that way. Take that direction. Because the star means that you have the potential to fulfill a dream. And here, this is a card of victory. So whether it's a relationship issue where you're going to finally, achieve the commitment that you've been waiting for, or whether it's a career thing where you're finally getting recognized for your success as a successful person in the work that you do, things are changing for the better. And I see a lot more career cards in this reading than love. Although you can have love, I feel that with this card there's love around you, that there's support. You're being supported by the universe, not only in the physical realm, with your friendships and your relationships, but you're also being supported spiritually with this card, the star. You're being called to fulfill your destiny. And the Six of Wands, you're the rock star. This is a card of victory and success and travel. So if you're dealing with different, you're coming to like a peak in your career. Jupiter's been in your sign in Libra, so you for the past year, it's bringing a lot of blessings to you. And the Judgment here, the Judgment card is a card of awakening. It's a rebirth card. It's where you finally come into your own. You wake up and you say, I know what I need to do to change my life. I know where I've been putting my energies in the wrong place. I'm going to work on myself. So you've been working on yourself. This is a card of self-improvement. It's a card of waking up and knowing what you need to do to change your life and actually doing it. You are making changes. You're making progress. You may be wondering, okay, I've been doing all this work, because this is the card of working on it. And this is a card of planting seeds and waiting to see if they're going to develop. So I think that you are moving toward greater harmony and greater... You might be taking a different path in your life, your career. Something that involves working with others, working to help others. Because this could be a card of service to the community. So you could be doing some type of social work or some type of healing work. Something where you're helping those less fortunate. So the Six of Pentacles is also a card of balance. And where you have to question, have I been giving too much? There could be an imbalance in the giving, so you may want to balance that out. There could be people who are very needy that are around you, and you might be giving a lot to these people. But you also want to remember to give to yourself. so that you don't burn out. Because this is a card of burnout, possible burnout, this Nine of Wands. You know, you could be working so hard that you feel like you're ready to just quit. Like you're just stressed out with the work that you've been doing. But don't worry, the results are coming, and victory is coming in August. So just keep at it. The Six of Pentacles, just remember to give to yourself as well. Because you are a very giving person, and Libra is all about balance. You have to balance your energy. But you have these two sixes here. Sixes represent harmony. Sevens represent change. Things are changing. You're transitioning in your environment. So you might be, I'm not saying that you're leaving a job, but your job duties may change, where you take a different direction with your work. You're not going to be doing the same exact work. You might be taking a new direction, one that's more fulfilling. And because this is the Eight of Pentacles, this is a card of working at it. It's kind of like an apprentice card. So you might be on a new path where you're learning new things and you're experiencing new conditions in work, or even in a relationship. It could be the beginning of something where you have to work at it before you start to see results. But don't worry. I think that the end result's going to be positive. Judgment sometimes comes up when you decide to leave a situation, leave a relationship, leave a job that's not working, and go for something that's more in line with who you are. So sometimes this comes up when you wake up and you say, hey, you know what? I'm really good at what I do, and I deserve to be paid more, or I deserve to be, you know, to advance in my career or advance in my relationship. If I'm not getting what I need in one relationship, maybe I need to move on to another one. So the main thing is, with the Queen of Swords here, is this is a person who makes decisions based on fact, not emotion. So you might be trying to decide, whatever decisions you're making, you're looking very critically at the future, and you're really making wise choices. I feel like you're making wise choices in August, and that's going to lead you on a new path, and that will be very successful, that will help you to fulfill a dream. So I see you beginning to work towards fulfilling a dream in August, especially with this new moon in Leo. The solar eclipse is very powerful in August. This is a major energy. And for you, that's happening in your 11th house. And this, you have the sun, the moon, Mars, the North Node, all in Leo. It's like pointing you toward fulfilling a dream. The 11th house is the wish fulfillment house, the dream house. It's also working. The 11th house has to do with, it's tied to Aquarius and society. So you're on a path where you want to help the world in some way. You want to help the group. It's not about individual. Even though there's a lot of Leo energy, it's kind of like a combination. There's Leo energy, which Leo is more about personal self-expression, me. But in the 11th house, you have to tie that me energy to the group. So you're not just working for your own benefit, you're working for the benefit of the group. And that's what this card represents too. It's helping others, working with others. And this is in your wish fulfillment. So it kind of goes with the astrology, that your goal is to make life better for everyone, not just yourself. But you're using your individual gifts. The Leo energy is about my special gift, my unique talent. I'm using what I bring to the table to help make life better for others. That's your karmic destiny. And that's what you're going to be working on. And you have this opportunity to do that. Also, I'm focusing more on the full moon than more on the new moon than the full. The full moon, you might be leaving some things behind with the full moon. Some activities that no longer serve you, that were once fun and you enjoyed a lot, but maybe they're not part of this new path. So you want to keep what's going to be moving you toward your dream or your goal. Anything that's distracting you or that's sucking your energy, you need to let go. Just focus on the dream. And so this new moon, it's also connected to your 7th house, because Uranus is in your 7th house right now. So that's shaking up relationships and partnerships where you're feeling a sense of freedom. You might be involved in a relationship that makes you feel like you're born again. You know, it's like I have this new, it's exciting. Uranus is exciting energy. You're breaking out of a rut. So some of you might meet someone that really excites you. That's really someone who's really unique. If you're not in a relationship, you could possibly meet someone who is very unconventional. It could be some kind of unconventional, someone who's unconventional, someone who is like a free spirit person, and they're introducing you to a new way of living, a new way of life. If you are in a relationship, it could also mean that you're breaking out of the rut that you have, and you're like learning to try new things together, exploring new things. You're not, you know, the same old isn't going to work. You have to try new things. And so even in business partnerships, you could feel that you're getting more involved in technology, or using new ways, like thinking out of the box to solve problems, forming relationships with tech people. You might be involved in technology in the month of August. But whatever it is, it's exciting. It's something that's exciting you. It's adding a new breath of fresh air to your life and to your career. So whether it's happening in relationships or whether it's happening in career, you can you're moving toward the right path. You're moving toward a path of self-fulfillment. You're seeing a dream accomplished in August. So hold on to this star. Drop all your doubts and suspicions. Focus on what you really want, and you can achieve it. You've got success, and you've got the support. So make the changes that make sense to you, and just go for it. Go for that dream in August. You can get there. So that's my advice to you for August. I hope that this reading has been a help to you, and I wish you much luck and love, and I will talk to you again in September. Okay, bye now.